Hello and a very warm welcome to the brand new edition of Policy Watch. I'm Kriti Mishra. In this edition, we'll take a closer look at the new regulatory framework for broadcasting and cable services implemented by TRAI. The new rules aim to make channel subscriptions more affordable. The consumers are allowed to pay for what they see and not pay for the channels they don't use. The operators have also been mandated to reveal the prices of individual channel as well as the bouquet of channels. And for more on this, I'm joined by Mr. Arvind Kumar, advisor TRAI, Mr. S.D. Saxena, Telecom expert, Mr. Shishir Sinha, senior deputy editor, Hindu Business Live. Welcome to Rajya Sabha Television, all of you. Mr. Kumar, coming to you first, there has been a long journey. First, the TRAI notified these rules in 2017, re-notified them in 2018, and finally, on 1st of February 2019, TRAI assured in the new era for the TV viewers. Tell us, why was it important to modify the existing rules?
Thank you, Kriti. This before 2017, or even you say pre this implementation of these regulations, there were a lot of issues, and consumer was not having choice in selecting their channels. What was happening actually, that broadcasters were pushing their bouquet of channels, bundled channels, to MSO or DTH operators, and these are pushing these channels to consumers. And when you ask from cable operator, he will give you a choice that, okay, pay 250 rupees to me, I will give 300 channels to you. You don't know what kind of the channels you are going to watch. This whole model is called push model. Broadcaster used to push the channel to the consumers, and consumer was not having any choice. This was the one issue with respect to consumers. Similarly, there were a lot of litigations in the tribunal between broadcasters and the MSOs, DTH operators, or between MSO, DTH operator and LCOs. And therefore, TDSAT also asked TRAI to design a framework in which litigation can be minimized, consumer get the choice. And therefore, after around 2.5 years of the consultation, we issued a regulation on 3rd March 2017. It went into litigations in Madras High Court, finally in Supreme Court, and then Supreme Court upheld that these regulations are intra-virus, these are good for the consumers. And then we notified these regulations again on 3rd July 2018. Now from 3rd July 2018, there was a 6 months preparation time, and the preparation time was over on 29th of December. So therefore, these regulations has been implemented from 29th December 2018. But there was a difficulty in giving choice to the consumers. So we have extended around 1 month for consumers to give their choice. Now these regulations has been become effective, fully effective from the consumer's perspective or from broadcaster perspective, everything from 1st of February 2018. And these regulations basically empowers completely to the consumers. Consumer can choose the channel which they want to watch, they want to view. So if you want to watch, let us say 10 channels, you can ask for the 10 channels. If you want to watch 100 channel, you can watch for the 100 channel. And the basic distinction from previous regime to this regime is, now we have divided 2 parts. This whole broadcasting services in 2 parts. One is product of the broadcaster, which is called channel, and second is how to carry from the MSO or DTH operator to the consumers, from the head end of MSO or DTH operator to the consumer. This is like carrying a pipe of carrying some channels, and then in this channel, this blank pipe, or you can say hollow pipe, something has to be put, that is basically channel. So we have divided the whole thing in 2 parts. One, this is for 100 channel DPO. DPO means MSO and DTH operator. they cannot charge more than 130 rupees from the consumers. And over and above, broadcasters, the channel price. If you will appreciate that around 8 out of 882 channel in India, available in India, 550 channels are free to air. And there are 332 channels odd, they are paid channel. So suppose you want to watch only the free to air channel, the number of news channels are free to air channel, then you have to pay 130 plus GST associated with it. If you want to watch some pay channels, then of course you have to pay 130 rupees plus the price of the channel and plus GST associated with that channel. So this whole scheme empowers the consumer to make the informed choice. And the basic is, I think you must have seen first time in the television, that you can now see the price of the channel itself on your EPG, on your menu, on your screen. So now consumer is empowered. If you want to watch some channel, you can see what is the price of it. Just for 100 channel, you have to pay 130 rupees. And there are some confusion that 130 rupees, you can watch only the free to air channel. It's not like that. 130 rupees is the carriage price for carrying any 100 channel. It could be a pay channel, it could be free to air channel, and therefore you can have the combination of free to air channel, pay channel, and therefore and also 25 DD mandatory channel. So this whole scheme is empowerment to the consumer. You choose the channel and then you watch the way you want, so you can control your will for the TV services.
Absolutely. Mr. Kumar, I'll take that to Mr. Shishir Sinha. Sir, would these rules actually empower consumers and ensure that they have informed choices?
I appreciate the move by TRAI that consumer is now the king and he will decide that which channel he has to watch and how much he has to pay. As he rightly said, that 130 plus GST for 100 channel, it could be combination of pay plus free to air. My only submission, my only question here is, I'm raising a question that for a multi-room connection, there is this is one issue which needs to be addressed by TRAI, that for the first room, there is a basic charge. But what about the second room? Now, we have been told that the operators are free to fix charge for the second connection in a same house. So what will happen to the consumer in case of multi-room connection? Then the second point is, when you are saying a la carte, of course we have over 800 channels, and picking up some say 100 channels or 150 channels, it's not very easy. So can TRAI ask the operators to provide a package, kind of bouquet, that based on your preference for last say 5 year or 7 year, we have picked up this 100 channels for you. Now it is up to you if you want to add something to that, if you want to delete something like that. I need some more clarity on that, then only it will be successful, because consumer know that he has to pay this much. But how to choose, how to pick up these channels, and in what way can that be customized for the customer itself? If these things can be done by the TRAI, I believe that it will be really a good thing for the consumer.
We'll seek that clarity from Mr. Kumar in just a bit. But coming to you, Mr. Saxena, we're talking about a la carte and bouquet.
Sure.
Can you please simplify these terms for our viewers?
See, a la carte means you go to a restaurant and order what you want to do, compared to a buffet where you can eat as much as you like. So the buffet always gets you into indigestion, you eat much more than what you. And the a la carte is something where you only order those things which you want to eat. Now in this case, it will be, you will only order those things which you want to view. It was a buffet kind of a situation where a lot of channels were thrown in and which we were not watching. Now the problem at the moment is that when you are fixing up a tariff, I think per channel, TRAI has fixed a tariff of 19 rupees, maximum plus GST or whatever. What is the experience of a common customer is that when he is picking up all those channels which he was interested in, and the free to air channel which we call FTA, his cost at the moment per month is coming out higher. And that has to be resolved, because there has been only yesterday TRAI chairman Mr. Sharma had given a statement saying that no, it is coming down, but this is a grey area. So that has to be worked out. The other thing which you will have to go back into the history and see, the tariff, although is within the power of TRAI, in the case of Telecom, what TRAI did, TRAI fixed some tariff. And then they discovered that the tariff fixation was too tricky a subject. And so they left it to the market, as they called it, the forbearance. And you can see in the case of Telecom, the tariffs went down like anything. I have a feeling and a faith that with over a period of time, the competition will actually bring down. So the move to fix up a tariff has shaken the industry, but actually the real thing will come out when the competition will bring down the prices, as happened in the case of Telecom. So the TRAI move, as Sinha ji had mentioned, is a very welcome move, but I think we'll have to watch and see. At the moment, there is a little more confusion, and this confusion has to be resolved, 1A, and the second is implementation. In some of the cases, they will have to really bring out cases where saying that the customer was using these much channels. Now, if he migrates to the new scheme, this will be the cost and not the one which is working out on the screen. Because all the operators have given options where you can on screen select it. But that I had done some exercise, and some consultants have also come out saying that it is working out slightly costlier. So we have to resolve this.
So probably Mr. Kumar can shed more light on that. Mr. Kumar, Shishir expressed his reservations, and there were also media reports that the prices would be hiked by around 200 rupees. How would you refute all those claims and charges?
Okay, so I will take question one by one. First question was with respect to multi-home TV. We have taken up this matter with DPOs. When I say DPO means MSO and DTH operators. They said they will bring a policy wherein they will not charge NCF of 130 rupees for each TV individually. Some operators have said they will not charge anything with respect to NCF for the next TV or even third TV. And some said they will give a heavy discount on it. So we are working. In case it is not workable by the respective DTH operator and MSO operator, then we will do something on that. But we will surely will see that in any case consumers' inconvenience is not created, and of course consumers' prices are not high when it comes to multi-home TV scenario. This is answer to this. And the second was raised about the packs.
Right.
In fact, I have visited number of websites of DTH and MSO operators. They have some suggestive packs. In fact, they have more emphasis on suggestive packs. So on the basis of what kind of pack you have already taken, they give some suggestive pack. If you just want to, you don't have time to select out of 882 channel, then you just select one of the pack, and that pack is very near to what you are watching as of now. Now coming to Mr. Saxena's point, he raised that this a la carte versus prices going high. Right. I assure you that, in fact, I did this exercise in whole my office and with my friends also. I am receiving a number of calls, or I am doing this exercise actually online with the people. And if you choose a channel wisely, then of course your price will come down. I have no hesitation in saying it. And suppose you go to restaurant, since he has taken an example of restaurant. I will revert to the restaurant. If you go to restaurant, and after entering into restaurant, you have to decide that whether you want to go a la carte or you want to go a bouquet system.
Right.
Or suppose in a la carte, you order everything which is available in the bouquet, then definitely your price will be high. So when you have decided that you are going a la carte, then you know which dal you want to buy, which sabji you want to eat. So if you choose wisely, if you make your pack the way today you have, then of course prices could be high. I am not saying it's not high, but if you choose wisely what you actually want, he has quoted one report of one consultant. If you see that report, it says they have taken 100 top channel, and in that 100 channel there are some channels which are of language of Telugu, then Tamil, then Bengali, then Hindi. I don't know, this can be representative consumer. Consumer could be Telugu, then he would like to watch Telugu channel. He may not like to see top one channel of Hindi. Similarly, if it's Hindi area, then he would like to watch more Hindi channels, not the Tamil or Bengali channel. So therefore that consumer, hypothetical consumer created by that very report is not a representative of any part of the country. Therefore, what I am trying to say is that if channel is chosen wisely, then prices will come down. or therefore this is suppose I have not given like fish to the consumer. What TRAI has done is how to catch the fish. So we have given the power to them. You choose the channel, and once you choose the channel, you can adjust your bill, and you can also watch the channel which you are really want to view.
Also, Mr. Kumar, the fact that TRAI has sent out notices to several cable operators for disruptions while switching to the new regime. How is the government ensuring that there's seamless transition?
There will be no blackout rule.
See, the first and foremost, since we start this migration plan, first think in any of the migration plan. In fact, if you see, we have issued number of press releases, number of letters to MSOs, DTH operators. First and foremost thing always was that there should not be any inconvenience to the consumers. Some cases of one particular DTH operator was reported to TRAI, and we have taken necessary action. We asked them, we called them, we have issued notice to them also, and now they have assured us that this kind of the thing will not happen.
Mr. Saxena, you wanted to pitch in, and also Shishir?
Yeah. Arvind, you know, the point is that the news channels, for example, these are free-to-air channels, one. Then there is 24 FTA channels which are available as a bouquet. We find that the competition has already set in. You have fixed up 90 rupees maximum, but a lot of top of the ladder operators are giving bouquets which are much more cheaper, 31 rupees, 29 rupees. So that kind, you know, like what I said, forbearance is something which is very powerful, one. The real test, the acid test will come that suppose as a consumer I was paying for my choice something like 350 rupees per month. Now I end up paying for the same channel 600 rupees. So that needs a little bit of analysis and smoothing. That is one point. The other point is when we start restricting the number of channels, saying that I only need that much. There is another habit of a customer that he does channel surfing. And sometimes you go to another channel, you know, the programs are so varied in nature. Sometimes you catch up a program in a very nondescript channel which gives you information which is unbelievably great. So therefore, we will be restricting that, and perhaps some of the channels whom the customers will not subscribe may start disappearing from the scene. So TRAI will also have to have an enabling policy so that the channels survive. So I will leave it to you with that thought. And at the outset I had said it's a very good move by TRAI, but then in the regulation we should also see that we don't kill the Jews which lays the golden egg. So perhaps Arvindji, that has to be seen, and Sharmaji has to look into that. Thank
Shishir, you also wanted to make a point?
When he talked about suggestive packages, I mean, what I have found that most of the suggestive packs have high-end channels first, and then the low-end, and then the free-to-air channels. Why can't the consumer be allowed to see the entire thing rather than just going for the suggestive? Because the first is a very easy. I mean, the first option which is coming to me is the choose one suggestive pack. That's very easy for me because I believe that the DTH operator has given me or the MSO has given me a package which is according to my requirement. My only submission is that these operators are putting high-end channels on the first, and that is why the cost of the entire suggestive pack is going to be higher than what I used to pay. So is there any kind of remedy available for the consumer? And second point is that can I make a change after selecting some channels, after selecting some package? Can I make some change after say 2 months or 3 months? Will this facility be also be available? So
I'll take both these points to Mr. Kumar.
We need a flexibility of change.
Right, sir. Yeah. So we need flexibility of change, and also the fact that what are the obligations for the broadcaster under the new regime?
Okay, so I will answer to both the questions. First is about the tariff forbearance. Tariff is under forbearance. So we have not fixed 90 rupees as a channel price. Just I want to clarify. Broadcaster can fix the channel price the way they want. This is a 100% complete forbearance to broadcaster to fix the price. From where this 90 rupees are coming out. This 90 rupees is since we have put a condition that if you want to put any channel in the bouquet, then this price of that very channel should not exceed 19 rupees, which means if channel is costing, the price of the channel is more than 90 rupees, then it cannot be the part of the bouquet. This is the only condition we put. Otherwise, as far as the channel pricing is concerned, it is under forbearance. Broadcaster can fix the price of the channel. So therefore, full competition is available. Similarly, with respect to network capacity fee, which is 130 rupees, it is again in the form of the ceiling. So DPOs are free to charge even less than 130 rupees. This 130 rupees has been put just to protect the interest of the consumers.
But
so,
also,
so
sir,
therefore,
also,
total
sir,
overall tariff is concerned, it is under forbearance. One, which is work done by the DPOs, and the second, the channel price, which is the product of the broadcaster.
Also, sir, what's the mechanism for grievance redressal?
As far as the suggestive packs are concerned.
Yes, sir. So the mechanism for grievance redressal.
Let me answer the suggestive pack question. Suggestive pack, as far as the suggestive packs are concerned, grievance redressal mechanism, we have quality of service regulations where whole process of grievance mechanism available to the consumers. And this suggestive pack, because I want to answer this question, suggestive pack is, if you choose suggestive pack, then you can change in a month. If you choose something. Or suppose in some cases when consumers has not given their choice and DTH operator is putting some suggestive pack to you without even choice, then you can immediately change the pack and you can choose the channel the way you want.
Right, sir. I'll give last 30 seconds to my experts in the studios. Yeah. First to you, sir. How would these rules and this regime usher in the era of transparent tariffs?
See, as I said, it is welcome in the sense that the TRAI is regulating the situation. But the best regulation is when you don't interfere and the market forces take over, like it happened in Telecom. So I am predicting that perhaps the market forces will take over and the channels will realize that they have to charge the right price. So I welcome it, but at the same time we'll have to watch and see how it is working out. A lot of mid-course corrections will be needed in this case.
Right. Yes, Shishir.
At the end of day, what I used to pay, if I'm paying less, then it's good for me. So I'm expecting that kind of thing in a month or so, or in a 2-month time, when the package will be available for the renewal things and all those things. If I'm in that position, then I will say it's a very good map. Still, I will say that consumer has been given freedom to choose what he wants to see and pay only for those things. It's a very good move. But there is one very quick thing which I like to add. The TRAI will also have to think that they will have to at the same time stimulate and make it sure that the channels also survive. Yeah. Because if this competition brings down their profitability, perhaps some of the channels may go out of the business. So
absolutely, absolutely.
This will also have to be looked into. Yeah.
It's a welcome move, but the implementation has to be effective. Absolutely. On that note, thank you so much for joining us for this discussion. The new framework is a comprehensive code that balances interests of service providers and consumers. That's all from me. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to Rajya Sabha Television.
Thank you.